Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Northern Soccer League match between the Chiefs of Saranac Central School and the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. Admission to an interscholastic event is a privilege that comes with a responsibility to conduct oneself in an appropriate manner, so let your good sportsmanship prevail. New York State Public High School Athletic Association supports and encourages spectators to enjoy the competition between our student athletes and cheer for their teams in a positive manner. Negative comments and behavior will be addressed by appropriate site personnel. Spectators should be loud, be proud, be positive towards all players, coaches, officials, and spectators. And now, let's meet the teams. First, for the Saranac Chiefs. In goal, Jamie Pavel. Number 1, Ellen Thu. Number 2, Lena Menia. Number 4, Summer Gillespie. Number 6, Amelia Jenks. Number 7, Alexis Bruno. Number 8, Corinne Grinna. Number 9, Jalen Johnston. Number 10, Maddie Seller. Number 12, Sarah Latemplio. Number 13, Olivia Fernier. Number 16, Morgan May. Number 17, Amy Latemplio. Number 18, Tanya Provost. Number 19, Brooke Leahy. Number 20, Kayla Napper. Number 22, Kristen Napper. Number 23, Nicole Turcott. And number 25, Miranda Myers. The Chiefs are coached by Ms. Latemplio. And now for the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. In goal, Celine Bouvier. Number 1, Morgan Rabideau. Number 2, Miranda Menard. Number 3, Courtney Rabideau. Number 4, Skylar Hebert. Number 5, Erica Sorrell. Number 6, Abby Miller. Number 7, Lindsay Paquette. Number 8, Allie Cartier. Number 9, Taylor Rabideau. Number 10, Cherise Dubois. Number 12, Bianca Grimshaw. Number 13, Mallory Honan. Number 14, Molly Roush. Number 15, Paige Southwick. Number 16, Eliza Chevalier. Number 17, Michaela McDonough. Number 18, Paige Dominic. Number 19, Andre Boyer. Number 20, Felicia Tedford. Number 21, Amanda Harvey. Number 25, Christina Penroa. The Cougars are coached by Mr. Supanow. Now please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And there's no flag.
No flag?
I don't see it. No flag.
Are we on? Yeah. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to Hometown Cable's presentation of
Northern Soccer League girls varsity soccer coming to you from Northeastern Clinton Central School this Thursday evening, September 8, 2011. This is the first match for both of these teams now in the newly aligned Northern Soccer League. So coming to us again from Northeastern Clinton, where the Cougars are hosting the Chiefs of Saranac Central. We are just underway on a beautiful evening. It's rained for the last day and a half here, so the field is a little bit soggy. Walking around earlier, and there's a couple of spots where there's some standing water. I didn't actually tread through it myself, but understand that that is the case. Again, the Cougars are just underway, or the game is just underway, and the Cougars have pushed the ball down into their end. Here's a throw in into the box, and Hebert just gets beat to the ball by, it might take me just a second here to get all the names for the Chiefs, but that was Summer Gillespie that made a nice play there to break up everything. This is Honan with it. She's looking for somebody to pass to. Sends it out in the middle. Grimshaw pushes it over for Roush, who can't control it, and the Chiefs come back around the other way. Cartier breaks that play up and looks to turn it upfield. That's number 6 is Amelia Jenks on the right side for the Chiefs. Here's Sorrell, turns it back the other way. Skips by a defender. Here's Honan with an opportunity. She breaks free. She's going to take the shot, and it's in the net. So Mallory Honan picks up on the miscue by the Chiefs defense and beats her defender to the top of the 18, takes one step in and rifles a shot into the lower right-hand corner that Favaro didn't have a chance on. 13 from 5, we get that. So Honan with the goal, Sorrell with the assist with the big boom from the back line that skipped past on that wet field. There's a little bit of that standing water we heard about. I guess we're not keeping a book. You didn't leave the book up here, I guess. All right, so yes, I am. So the Chiefs run it down to the Cougar end, but Grimshaw is able to clear that out. Here's Honan with it. She breaks across midfield, beats one defender. She's looking to push it out to the wing. She does. Lindsay Paquette is out there, and again it skips by a Chiefs defender, and they make the play.
Cougar goal scored by number 13, Mallory Honan, assisted by number 5, Erica Sorrell.
Here's Hebert. She's going to rifle a shot just wide of the near post, and the Chiefs will have a goal kick. So.
And you put it up on the board.
Yeah.
Oh.
Put just home score plus 1. There you go.
It's hard to keep up sometimes.
There's a lot of activity going on. Typically, what I do is I wait until they announce who scored the goal.
Okay.
And then I put it up.
And then put it up.
Yeah. Because all the young kids are up here. As soon as it goes in the net, they're hitting the button. You never know. Oh, there's the opportunity for the Chiefs, but Cartier comes back and covers up. This is number 1, Ellen Thu, who we know from the newspapers is a goal scorer. She's still got the ball, but it's broken up there by I'm not sure who. Oh, that's Michaela McDonough, and she tries to clear it out and does. And that comes out. Hebert's the first one to it. She beats her man and pushes it up. There's 2 Cougars there. She leaves it off for Southwick. Southwick's going to turn and send it up for Honan. Honan's going to try to beat her player, and it's knocked out of bounds by Gillespie. Again, I'll try to set the lineup for you on the back line for the Chiefs. We've got number 10 is Maddie Seller. Number 4, we've already called her name, Gillespie. Catch some of the others for you here in just a second. This is Roush in the midfield, sends it back for Miller. Miller turns and pushes it up to the wing, but out of the reach of Paquette, and Gillespie sends it over the touchline. So it's going to be a throw in for the Cougars. And that one gets cleared out. Cougars are pressing up, and that creates a little bit of a break for the Chiefs. Here's Thu in the center with it. Roush comes back to cover up, bothers her on that play, and she coughs the ball up. Here's Grimshaw against number 12. That's Sarah Latemplio, who's patrolling the middle of the field for the Chiefs. This is another Latemplio on the right wing. She beats her player, brings it into the edge of the box, looking for a cross, gets it in, and Bouvier covers up. It's the first decent attempt on goal we've seen so far for the Chiefs, who are putting on some pressure at times. But I'm noticing some leaks in their back line that may end up costing them if they can't get on the scoreboard. Here's Paquette with it. She tries to push it up, but doesn't have any support. This one rolls back and dies in a puddle. It kind of surprised everybody. So the Chiefs control. Sorrell breaks it up, sends it over the head, and it's stepped out of bounds. Cougar ball at midfield. We got 34 minutes to play in the first half. And the sun is out. And that one's going to roll over the line. Here's Honan switches fields over for Hebert. Hebert had a step on a couple of defenders, but he's got a Chief come back to cover that up very nicely. Here's Southwick with it. She can't control. She gets the ball taken away from her by, that's number 7, Alexis Bruno. Makes a nice play. Here's Stu with it. She's hustling down the left side. McDonough coming back to defend, but gets called for the foul. So the Chiefs will have a restart here, just 40 yards out. That's number 12, Sarah Latemplio, is going to take the kick. You get 4 or 5 of them overloaded on the right side. And she puts one out to the corner of the box. Played nicely there, but can't control. Here's a shot. Goes off of the Cougar defender. Southwick looks to clear it out. Sends it up, but there's no white shirts there. Honan makes a nice play to take care of that one. And she gets defended nicely at the just over the midfield line, and Honan gets called for the foul. So once again, the Chiefs will restart. So just to let you know, it's again, I'm trying to get all the Chiefs for you. This is number 7. That's Alexis Bruno on the right side. That ball goes into the box, but the Cougars cover up. Here's Roush, gets bumped off the ball, but she's still got control. She's bothered there by Thu, and she still got it, but she's kind of playing a dangerous game. And the ball gets kicked over the end line. It'll be a corner kick for the Chiefs. The Chiefs with a good sustained pressure here. With a little about 9 minutes gone in the first half. Trailing by 1, looking to get the equalizer. Kick is in the box. Hits the one of the Chiefs gets a foot on it, but didn't get it towards the goal, and the Cougars break out. Here's Grimshaw, turns and sends one long. That's number 2, Lena Minia, back to defend, but Honan is there. Minia kicks it out to break any threat. It's going to be a Cougar throw-in deep in the Chiefs zone. Ball comes in, goes off a Chief defender. Hebert puts one in the center, but it's played nicely there by Chief defender. Turns, sends it up for Thu. Thu is bothered by McDonough. Thu sends one into the center, but Cartier makes a nice play on that one to defend, but promptly sends it out of bounds. get the number of that other attacker for the Chiefs. Looks like Jenks up front. We get some midfield play here. We haven't been able to keep the ball in bounds. Here's Cartier turns and sends that one back to the deep to the back line for the Chiefs. It's going to go off of Cougar player, so it's going to be a Chief throw in. Cougars setting up some decent pressure here. Have it deep in the Chiefs' end. Here's Hebert with it. Looks to cross one and puts it over top of the crossbar. So it's going to be a goal kick for the Chiefs. This is number 19. That's Brooke Leahy on the right side. She's defended by Rabideau. Two of them go down, and the call is going to go against the Chiefs. So the Cougars will get a restart right at midfield. That one skips by everybody to the back line of the Chiefs. Rabideau can't control it, and that's Leahy with it. She tries to pass it up, but Rabideau comes back and defends. This is number 9. That's Jalen Johnston. That ball goes the other way. Here's Cartier, pushes one in the center. Here's Chevalier. She pushes a nice ball into the box, but Favreau's going to come up and grab that without too much effort. Just pushed that one a little bit too far for Hebert, who's got some decent speed on that front line. The ball bounces over everybody. The Chiefs control. Crossed in the center. Sorrell's there to pick that off. Pushes it up the wing for Rabideau. Rabideau pushes it back for Sorrell, who overruns it. Manages to come back and send one into the center, but Napper's the first one there. She sends it back to Fernier, who pushes it back all the way back to Minia, who promptly kicks it out of bounds. Ball gets kicked around a little bit in midfield. The Cougars come away with it. And this is Rabideau with it. Pushes it out to the wing. That's number 18 is Paige Dominic for the Cougars. Brings it to the edge of the box, but gets it taken off her foot by number 16. That's Morgan May. That's in the center. And here's a opportunity for the Chiefs. McDonough overruns it. We got a 3-on-1 going on here. But 2 overruns it, and Roush is able to come back and cover up. But sent back to Fernier, who sends it up. Sorrell is there, pushes up for Roush. Roush makes a move, sends it into the center for Grimshaw. Grimshaw back for Roush. Roush not able to catch up to it. It was a good idea, but the ball just let out a little bit too far in front of her. It's the Chiefs with some nice pass play, but it's broken up by McDonough, who sends it up for Grimshaw over for Roush, who sends a long ball over the head of the defenders, but they're back to cover up, and the ball's kicked back to the goalie. Clears it out. Here's Roush with it. She's got two people there, but that's a nice play by Gillespie to break that up. The ball was intended for Chevalier, who was camped in the top of the 18, but not able to get it past Gillespie. Just under 24 to play here in the first half. Cougars still with that 1-0 lead. Ooh, that's a handball. Here's a nice ball up for Thu. Beats McDonough again. McDonough and Thu in a foot race down the left side. And McDonough bumps her off the ball, slow that down a little bit, but Thu still has it, sends it into the center, but Grimshaw comes back to cover up. That's sent up for Hebert. Hebert's the first one there. And that ball sent up just a little bit too long. Minnie is there, switches fields. This is Kayla Napper, gets the ball taken away from her by Rabideau. Again, this is Hebert. Pushes it by her defender, and there's a ball that slips by. Chevalier can get there, but she got Minia had, or I'm sorry, that was Gillespie had a step on her and was able to clear it off. There's another through ball to the right side. Hebert had her back turned to it. Here come the Chiefs. The ball's going to roll out. It's going to be a white throw in, and we got subs. Smart move. There's a ball that's sent into the box, goes over the head of Gillespie, and there's some little misplay there. There's Grimshaw looking to push it back in. Sends one over for Rabideau in the corner. And the Chiefs defend. Ball gets by Cartier, and Cartier comes back and takes a bath. Looks like it's out of bounds. The Chiefs send it back. And I think Sorrell's going to get called for a charge there, so the Chiefs will have a set piece here right outside the 18. The Templio's going to take the kick, and she's going to smack it into the box. Bouvier comes out to play it, and it goes off of a Chief defender, or a Chief attacker. So looks like it was either Kristen Napper or maybe. Not sure who that other one is. Number 20. It's Kayla Napper. It was one of the Napper girls. It was close to it. But anyway, nice opportunity there for the Chiefs. And here we go again from the top of the box. That one's sent in for Thu. Thu puts a shot, but right at Bouvier, who had it played nicely. It was a best opportunity that the Chiefs have had so far, and Thu decided to test the goalie instead of looking for a corner that didn't have anybody standing in it. The Cougars are kind of playing with fire here the last minute or so. We are exactly halfway through the first half, so looks like there's a nice ball up for Honan. Honan overruns it slightly, but still has control of it. Here's Southwick. She's going to take a shot to the corner, but it's going to roll harmlessly over the end line, and it's going to end up being a goal kick for the Chiefs. This is Grimshaw with it. She gives it off for Honan. Honan sends it back, but Minnie is there to clear it out. It's a nice play by the Chiefs. Bringing it down the right side. They get the defender out of position. And that ball skips through and McDonough's there to clear it out. This is Revenue sent back for LaTemplio, who pushes it up to the 18. Bouvier comes out and gets by it, and Thu pokes it in the back of the net. So Bouvier came off her line to play that, had a little hesitation and didn't play the ball quite as cleanly as she probably hoped, and Ellen Thu was there to pick up the miss and knock it in the back of the net. So Thu, I believe he said 18 was on the no. Who'd you say was on the assist, Calvin? I'm sorry?
Paying attention.
Wasn't paying attention?
Not my job.
Oh, and that's in. So there's a shot that Honan rifles in from outside the box, and it skips past Favaro and goes in the back of the net. 13 from 15. All right, so we're back underway here, and the Cougars come right back with a goal of their own, very similar to what happened to the Chiefs. The goalie simply misplayed that ball, and it was a pretty good shot from outside, and Honan put a pretty good charge on it. Chiefs are going to have an opportunity here. And you're going to have a direct kick. This is going to be Jalen Johnson is taking this kick. She's going to kick it right at Bouvier, knocks it down and scoops it up.
Slip. Slip. Tom, slip. Who got the Saranac assist? Well,
That's right.
thank you.
Chiefs goal scored by number 1, Ellen Thu, assisted by number 12, Sarah LaTemplio. Cougars goal scored by number 13, Mallory Honan, assisted by number 15, Paige Southwood.
All right, so I know it was a teen.
T-word.
Right,
Could have been 30, could have been 300.
right, all of those. But it was off of a direct kick, so number 12 had been taking most of the direct kicks. All right, so we're back at it. We'll try to catch you up here. Not too much has happened since that spurt of 2 goals in a row. Here's a ball in the center, and that's kicked back out here. This is Stu with it. She's looking to beat McDonough. Those two have been going at it pretty steady here most of the first half. Stu takes it down and shoulder to shoulder with McDonough. Gets by everybody. She's going to dribble it right in, take the shot, and put it past on the short side. Put it past Bouvier on the short side. So nice individual effort there by Ellen Thu to beat all the defenders and sneak it past Bouvier on the short side. So just like that, the Chiefs has knotted it back up again. We got 16-16 to play in the first half. Yeah.
Chiefs goal scored by number 1, Ellen Thu, assisted by number 4, Summer Gillespie.
And we're back at it again. So just like that, the Chiefs have knotted the score up. So just under last 3 or 4 minutes, see 3 goals. And Cougars looking to get some more. Here they're back on the offense. This is Grimshaw with it. Some space in the center. She's got it. Pushes it to the right side for Revenue, but she's going to be called for a step or so offside. So we'll get it started back the other way. 15 and a half to play in the first half. That one's booted long. Sorrell comes up, makes a nice play on it. Here's Grimshaw. She's going to punch one up to the front line. Here's Revenue. Gets it just a little bit too far out in front of her, and Gillespie's there to cover up. Here's Grimshaw. showing nice hustle to get to the ball, but Roush can't handle the pass, so it'll be a Chiefs throw-in. All right, here come the Chiefs back the other way. This is number 17, Emily Templio in the center, but Sorrell breaks that up. Here's Honan, sends a long ball, but that's going to roll back. Looks like a little hesitation there, but Gillespie finally turns and sends it over the touchline, so it'll be a throw in for the Cougars. A little miscommunication there. I don't think the ball was rolling quite as quickly as everybody thought, and Favaro said, I'm not coming out quite that far. Gillespie had to turn and send it over. Here it comes back into the match, and we get a battle for it down in the corner. Southwood comes away with it. She looks to get across. Skips kind of a twisty one, but Favaro's able to come up and cover that up. This is Dominic gets beat to the ball. Chiefs are in the center with it. Roush. Chiefs send it back to the back line. Send it up forward. This is Tanya Provost. First time we've called her name. She goes down. McDonough has it, and she knocks it out of bounds, so it's going to be a Chief throw in. Chiefs switch fields. This is Dominic. She gets bumped off the ball. It's in the center. Grimshaw pushes it over for the wing. Here's Paquette. She gets pushed off the ball by Nicole Turcotte. Sends it up the right wing. Back for Turcotte, who misplays it out in the center. Honan has it. Looking for some space. Pushes it by another defender. Sends it over for Southwick. Southwick knocks it off of a Chief defender, and they're going to retain possession, but we got a substitution. Yeah, it goes over the head of everybody, but Gillespie's there to cover it up. Sends it over for Gwinnett. Tries to get one up to the center, but McDonough steps into it and sends it back again to the Chiefs' back line. Here's Gillespie. Tries to get it up for number 7 is Bruno. Bruno still has it, but she's going to get called for the push, so Cougars will have a restart. Sorrell's going to take the kick. No, excuse me, that was McDonough. Sends it to the back line. Hebert saves it. She's looking to turn. Sends it back for Southwick. Southwick pushes it back for Hebert, but just a little bit too strong. Cougars with, the Chiefs with possession. Push it up to the mud puddle. This is number 6. That's Amelia Jenks. Puts it in the center. Back for Jenks. There's a nice play, and Jenks goes down, and we're going to have a trip, but I'm pretty sure they're going to call it outside the box. So this will be a good opportunity for the Chiefs here with a direct kick just outside the box. We got 10.5 to play in the first half. And it's chipped to the far side. Through is there, but Bouvier covers up. Nice play by the Chiefs. That's number 9. Johnston puts it to the far post, and no, it wasn't through. I'm sorry. It was number 7. Is Alexis Bruno was there, but Bouvier had it played nicely. Here's Southwick with some space. looking for some support, pushes it up for Hebert. Hebert, nice touch and go back to Southwick, but she loses control of it and comes back out to midfield. Miller punches it back in, but no white shirts around there. Here's the Cougar defense again covering up, and that one goes out of bounds. Be a red throw in. All right, we're back at it. Chiefs throw the ball in. Here's Stu back into the game. She takes it down the right side, puts a cross in. And Cartier steps up and clears it out. Here's Southwick with it, pushes it over for Roush. Roush back to Southwick, creates some space. Tries to get it past Napper, but doesn't. And Napper takes the ball away from her. Here's Roush with it. She turns, sends it up to the center. There's two white shirts there. Honan pushes it into an open spot. Need to take it down the right wing. Gets by Gillespie. Turns, looks to come back. Pushes it a little bit too far ahead of her, and Gillespie knocks it out of bounds. 8:20 to play here in the first half. Score all tied at 2 apiece. And Southwick pushes it over, but it goes off the leg of Gwinnett. And that rolls into the center. Grimshaw looking for somebody to pass to. That gets defended nicely there by the Chiefs. Here's Chevalier. She runs over the ball. And the Chiefs switch field. Here's Napper with it. And she slides it up for two, but it slides by her, and McDonough is there. Goes out of bounds. Okay, the ball's in play. Rolls out of bounds. Going to be a Chief throw-in. That one again rolls out of bounds. Chiefs are putting on some pressure here. Cougars look like they're kind of flat-footed at the moment. Getting a little bit tired here. It's just under 7 to play in the first half. Rabideau finally clears things out, but Latemplio turns and sends it back in. Here's a dangerous spot. This is Napper at the top of the box. Cartier's there to defend and sends it out for Roush. Roush looks to beat a defender. Take it up the left side. She's still got it. Puts it down the line. Honan looking to get there, but gets beat to the ball by Gillespie, who taps it out of bounds to slow that charge down a little bit. Another Cougar throw in. Roush turns around, sends it into the box, but Hebert gets beat to it. Here's Southwick with it, but she can't control. And Michaela McDonough steps up to break that up. And it's going to be a Chief throw-in. That one skips by everybody. Napper tries to push it up for two, but just a little bit too long. McDonough is there. Turns and sends it into an open spot. Sends it up for Honan. Nice pass by McDonough to get to Honan. Honan looking to send one deep for Hebert, but that one hooks into the box, and Favaro's going to come out and cover up. And that kick comes over to the touchline. Napper keeps it in. She heads it a couple times, knocks it out of bounds. That one's in the center for her sister. Southwick makes a nice move there to get it to Honan. That's in the center, but nobody was paying attention to that one. Here's McDonough. She fights hard for it. Cartier gets a foot on it. Slow that charge down a little bit. Rabideau hustles back and watches it go out of bounds. Cougar throw in. 4.5 to play in the first half. Still tied at 2 apiece. Napper wins that one, sends it into the center. Miller steps up and pushes one up for Roush. Roush tries to get a step on her defender, but that's number 16, Morgan May, got to it first, shielded her off the ball so that Gillespie could play it. Here's Napper with it, taking it down the right side. Sorrell steps into that and makes a nice play. Grimshaw is there to cover up, but the ball's not cleared out of the box. Now it is. Goes out of bounds, will be a cheap throw-in. The ball sent into the box, and Sorrell's going to be there first. Sends it out. It's kept in by the Chiefs. Here's Letemplio working against Roush. Roush comes away with it, sends it back for Miller. Miller turns to get it up for Honan, bounces off a couple players, and Gillespie's the first one there, sends it into the Cougar dugout. Here's a nice ball up for Thu. Thu looking for some space, has one defender to beat. McDonough comes back and bothers her enough that the ball gets away, and Sorrell's able to clear it out. And Caleb McDonough's been doing an outstanding job defending Ellen Thu, the speedy freshman from Saranac. There's Thu. She's going to rocket one from outside the box, but Bouvier's able to cover up on that without a problem. 2.5 to play in the first half. Oop. Little traction problem over there on the right side of the field. This is Letemplio taking it down to the end line, and it goes out of bounds. Once again, McDonough on the defense.
Minutes.
And we're going to have a corner kick for the Chiefs. Letemplio puts it out to the just outside the 6, and Napper's there to get a foot on it, but kicks it in the wrong direction, so that one goes harmlessly over the end line. We got 1.5 minutes to play in the first half. That one hits Cartier in the back, but Sorrell smartly comes out and covers it up. This one skips by everybody. Here's a nice ball by Roush to get it up for Honan. Honan gets by her defender, takes it into the corner of the box, but overruns the ball, and nice play there by Minia to come back and cover up. And looks like Honan's going to get called for the retaliatory push. She just kind of overran that ball just enough to allow Minia to come back and cover up. That was a good opportunity there for the Cougars, but that ball hits the ground. McDonough's there, pushes it over to the right side. This is Napper and Miller giving chase, and it's going to go out of bounds. We're down to about 15 seconds to go in the first half. Not sure there's enough time for either team to mount much of a push here. No. Forgot. And that'll do it. So after 40 minutes of play here from Northeastern Clinton Central School, it's the Cougars 2 and the visiting Chiefs of Saranac 2. All right, folks, looks like we're back on the air for the second half of this Northern Soccer League Division I matchup between the hometown Cougars of Northeastern Clinton and the visiting Chiefs of Saranac. All knotted at 2 apiece after 40 minutes of play. Just underway here in the second half, and Chiefs trying to generate a little bit of offense to get things started. Miller steps up and pushes one into the center for Honan. Honan can't control it, and it's taken away by May. May pushes it back, and Roush is there, pushes one wide for Honan. Honan chases it down the left side. Sends one into the box, and nobody's going to be able to catch up with that. It's going to roll back to Favaro. Favaro boots one out. Heck of a punt right there for there's Southwick. She gets shoved off the ball, and this is through with it, and she's not going to be able to control it. Interesting call there. Now it'll go back over to the Cougars. Hebert heads it over her defender. Honan's there, makes a nice move. Takes it down the right side, pushes into the center of the box, but curls around Hebert. She's not able to control it. Here's Southwick with it. She's going to push it out for Honan. Honan. She's got May on her, still has the ball, sends one in, and it goes over the end line. So Cougars with a decent amount of pressure. Cougars with a throw in. And we'll do it again. Honan sends it back for Grimshaw. Grimshaw over for Roush. Roush leaves it for Grimshaw, but the pass was a little bit too soft. Chiefs are packed in there pretty good, so they get the ball away. Here's Paquette, goes back to get this one. And she's bothered there by LaTemplio. And the Chiefs make a little bit of a play here. The ball's in the center. This is Stu. Gets it by McDonough. Takes it right down the gut. And it goes a little bit long on her, and Sorrell's there to take care of that. Here comes the ball up for Paquette. May is there to defend. Honan takes it away from her, takes it in the center, looking for a little bit of room, turns and puts a shot on goal, and it rolls over, but deflected off of the Chief, and it slowed it down quite a bit, but Favaro comes out and makes the stop before Paquette can get there. Here's Grimshaw, pushes it up. This is Cartier. She touches up for Miller. Miller puts one through the defense, but nobody there but red shirts. That's Bruno, I believe. Or, I'm sorry, Minia turns around and clears it back up. That ball's going to go over the touchline. Be a Cougar throw. Roush can't control it, so we get a Chief throw in. A little bit of momentum going in their direction right now. Here's Roush with it. She gets into some space. She puts one, tries to get one over for Hebert, but it's defended there, but knocked back into the center of the field. And Paquette goes down. She's slow to get up, but finally does get to her feet, and that's going to roll out of bounds. Going to be a Cougar throw in. And we got subs. come the Chiefs. There's a nice ball over for Bruno on the right side. She pushes it forward. Sorrell's there. Goes off of her foot, and it's going to be a corner kick. So just under 34 minutes to play here in the second half. Chiefs with an opportunity. Latemplio on the kick. Sends it into the box. Roush is the first one there. She clears it out. And everybody's just going to watch it roll dead. And here come the Cougars. This is Chevalier with some room. She pushes one down the left side. Unfortunately, there's no white shirts over there. So be a Chief throw-in. It's going to go out. There's a nice throw over the head of everybody. Chevalier trying to get there first, but Menia is there to cover it up. This one comes all the way back to Sorrell. Sorrell's going to turn around and boot it up towards Grimshaw. Grimshaw puts a charge into it, sends it up for Honan. Honan looking for some room, but slips and falls, and she may have injured herself because she's down. And here's number 6. That's Amelia Jenks, and we're going to have a stoppage of play. Wait for the ball boy to get back over here.
Ball boy sweating.
All right, so we're back underway after that injury stoppage for Mallory Honan, who was helped off the field. She slipped in that wet field and came up limp. She may have pulled something or twisted something. Who knows? But can ill afford to have her out for too long. It's, most of the firepower on the offensive side of things. Here's a ball up to gets to the back line for the Chiefs, but they're able to turn it away. Here Southwick tries to send one up for Dominic, but that goes out of bounds. Chiefs trying to mount a little offense. A foot race goes out of bounds. It's going to be a white throw. Chiefs are going to have a throw in. They get it deep in the Cougars' end. Nobody seems to want to play any defense, so Chevalier turns around and punches one up, but that's Gillespie comes up from that sweeper spot and takes it at midfield. Here's Hebert. She overruns the ball. She and Gillespie battle for it. It's in the center. This is Roush. Sends it back out for Miller. Miller tries to get it in, but it's again defended by Gillespie. Here's Bruno. She takes it down the left side. She's looking to cross. Gets a nice ball into the center. And Rabideau's there, but no Chiefs can get a foot on it. Here's the dangerous Stu. She's got it, and she rifles a shot from her knee, but Bouvier had it played pretty well. And McDonough was also in the mix of things to break that up a little bit, but the Cougars looking a little sloppy on defense there and letting that ball bounce around in the box. And don't know if that's going to be the best game plan with that dangerous Ellen Thu. There's a nice long ball that's sent back. This is Boyer giving chase. And she can't catch up to it. Comes all the way back for McDonough. She settles it. Looks for somebody to pass to. Switches field. Comes over for Courtney Rabideau. Rabideau's there. And she gets the ball taken away from her by LaTemplio. Gets it up for Thu. Thu's got McDonough defending. Thu, nice ball up for, I'm not sure who that is, but it's in the center, and it goes by everybody, and it's in the back of the net. It was a very nice play there by, I believe it was Alexis Bruno. Thu pushes the ball to her on the left side. Bruno crossed it back in, and Cartier got mixed up with the goal scorer, and the ball ends up behind Bouvier, so the Chiefs break out on top with a 3-2 score. Was it 6, did he say? I don't remember who you said.
He had 6 and 7.
Yeah.
The 2 numbers he put up.
Okay. All right. So the goal goes to Amelia Jenks, and Bruno on the assist. I'll make sure she's out there. Unless she just came off.
Scored by number 6, Amelia Jenks. Assisted by number 7, Alexis Bruno.
All right, so Jenks with the goal, Bruno with the assist, puts the Chiefs on top, 3-2 with 28.5 to go here in the second half. And we, while we were away, we had a goalie change for the Cougars. Christina Paola is now in goal for the Cougars. Here's Roush with it, pushes it out of bounds. Roush pushes Thu off the ball, but gets called for that aggressive move, and Chiefs with a free kick. Ball comes into the box, but Sorrell is there to defend. Here's Thu again at the top of the 18, but McDonough is there. The Chiefs are threatening again. They've got the ball at the box with a lot of red shirts in there. There's a nice play by McDonough once again. Keep that cross from going through. Hebert pushes one past her defender. Kicks it down the right side. She's still got control. She turns and tries to send a cross in, but Chiefs get a foot on it, and it rolls over the end line. Should be a corner kick for the Cougars, and it is. They need another white player to come off the field. Yeah, looks like Roush is going to come off. Cougars with a corner kick. Ball's up in the box. Boyer gets a leg on it. Nice kick by Paige Southwick to get that in the box. Went off a Chief defender, so the Cougars will get another whack at it. Southwick again punches it up. Boyer can't get there first. Here's Cartier. She's got the ball. Southwick turns around, tries to send it into the box, but it's defended again. And it squirts all the way back to Sorrell. Sorrell turns and puts a charge into it. Here's McDonough. She's going to send one long, but that's going to skip out, and Honen's not going to be able to get to it in time. Favaro comes out and covers it up nicely. She punts it upfield, and here's Sorrell with it. She makes a nice play, turns and sends it up, but it goes out of bounds. Be a cheap throw in. So Cougars with a little bit of pressure there, but come up empty. And the Chiefs send it up, and it's headed into the center. Miller's the first one there. She kicks it back, and Gillespie's there. Here's Grimshaw. She chips one up for Hebert. Honan pushes it out just a little bit too far ahead of her, and it's swept away by Minia. Here's Stu with a breakaway. Pushes it in front, and McDonough makes a nice play, but it comes loose and off the post by Kayla Napper. Had a wide open shot, just she and the goalie, and pushes it off the post. Little, again, some miscommunication by the Cougars. Left two Chiefs wide open at the 6 with the ball, and they dodged a big bullet there. And we got about 24 and a half to play in the second half. In the game on the front line. Gives Honan a breather. Here's Hebert. Bouvier hustling to the ball, but this is May. And Bouvier is going to get called for the hip check. Here's Bouvier with it. She touches it into the center. Boyer's there, but she can't quite get a hold of it. And Hebert puts a charge into one, but Favero had that one played nicely. Not quite high enough. Those high balls are dangerous in this in the girls' game. That one was just not quite high enough. Grimshaw can't handle it. Goes out of bounds, and we get a substitution. We got a gaggle of players, and the Chiefs come away with it. Here's Stu with it. Takes it to the corner of the box, sends it in the center. Sorrell steps up and knocks it away. Here's Sorrell again. I'm sorry, that was Grimshaw. Sends it back, and Gillespie punches it back up into the mix. Cougars are all kind of standing flat-footed here. This is when bad things happen. Nobody's out there hustling. And it's number 18, Dominic, pushes it the wrong way. And that one comes out to the top of the box. There's a shot on goal, but Paola's there. That was Provost with it. Turns around and puts a charge into one from about 15 yards out, but Paola had it played nicely. Cougars again looking pretty flat-footed out there. There's a dangerous ball in the center. Sorrell comes out and breaks it up, but gets the ball taken away from her. This is Latemplio, pushes one in. Grimshaw is there. And that one's kicked into the center. And everybody stands and watches it roll by. Miller with it, pushes it up for Boyer. And that one's miskicked, but again, not too many white shirts around there. Miller pushes another one up to the back line. It's defended there. This is Dominic. You know, just a lot of a boot ball going on right now. Here's Hebert showing a little bit of aggressiveness. Here's Bouvier at the top of the box, but she gets it knocked away by Gillespie. Comes over to the right side. May turns and sends it up. This is Stu with it. She gets a nice move to get by McDonough. She's going to take it down the right side. Pulls it back. Sends across into the center. This is Napper. Napper sends it back for Thu. Thu hustling hard for it. Defended again by McDonough. Ball's at the touchline. That's Dominic there defending. That one squirts loose, and McDonough and Sorrell have a little miscommunication. The Chiefs come away with it. Here's through again. This time it's stepped into by Southwick, and it gets pushed up to the front line. So Bouvier trying to do something with it. She and Dominic are there, but a little miscommunication, and Bouvier is going to get called for tackling. Oh, I guess not. I missed that call. Just under 20 minutes to play here in the second half. Chiefs with a 3-2 lead. Sorrell puts it up. Hebert's going to be the first one there, but she doesn't control the ball, and it rolls back. Here's Southwick. She can't control it, and up for two. Two gets a little bit too far ahead of her. McDonough defends. And she tries to send it up to the wing, but it goes out of bounds, and we've got major substitutions. All right, we're back in the action. The ball skips by everybody, but nice play there by Gillespie, and Onan was looking at a breakaway there, but Gillespie stepped into it. And here's Bruno on the right wing, sends a cross over, but it gets deflected by a Cougar defender. And Sorrell is there to pick it up, rolls out of bounds, and Chiefs will have a throw in. Here's Roush with it. Turns and sends it up. Here's Paquette. She's got a defender on her. She's looking. She passes it into the center for Southwick. Southwick kind of waits on the ball, and as the defender step up to it. Here's Stu. She's dangerous in here. Drinks it into the box. She's going to get her shot off. Gets defended there by Sorrell. Chiefs are still pressuring. There's a shot that skips through and goes off a defender, but Paola plays it nicely. That's a dangerous ball right there. It goes off the leg of one of the defenders on a redirection, but Paola was able to stick with it. And there's Cougar player gets pushed off the ball, and it'll be a restart for the Cougars. We got 17 minutes to play in the second half. It skips to the front line. That's number 10, new entrant into the game we haven't seen before, is Charisse Dubois. Here's Dubois again. She's got the ball at the corner of the box. Looks to get it across. Chiefs step into it and send it back out. Here's Paquette. She turns for Honan. Honan lets it slip by. Rabbit with a nice shot, but a little bit too much hang time on it, and Favero was able to gather that in. Nice cross there, and ball slipped by Honan right to Rabbit, who turned around and put a charge into it. Had the right idea, put it in the high corner, but it hung up there just a little bit, just long enough for Favero to get a position on it. So good opportunity there for the Cougars, just under the 16-minute mark. But we got a foul the other way, and the Chiefs will give it a kick. Cougars pushing the ball up the field. Here's Dubois again. She chips one into the center, but that skips by the Chief defense. Here's Roush with it. She's dangerous. Pushes it over for Revenue. Revenue looking at the cross. Gets it defended there by May, I believe. No, that was Amy Latemplio. The Chiefs bring that ball back out. This is Gillespie. Here's Grimshaw. She's going to send one to the corner, and Favero is going to watch it go harmlessly over the end line. Well, Chiefs get it going. Grimshaw can't handle it, and Chiefs come away with it. This is Bruno on the right side. Dominic bothering her, but Bruno comes away with it. Sends a nice ball into the center. Cartier's the first one there. Roush has it. She turns and sends one up to past the back line. Menia is going to play it back to the keeper. The keeper's going to send it back out, but here's Roush with it. Gives it for Paquette. Paquette to Roush. Roush sends it back for Dominic. Dominic can't control the ball, and it goes out of bounds. She's throw it in, skips over the head of everybody. Sorrell sends it up. Here's Honan with it. Honan makes a nice move, gets by one defender. She takes a shot, and it's knocked down by Favero. That was a very deceiving shot with the left foot by Mallory Honan. Put a decent strike on it, and Favero had to make a real nice save to knock it down. Here's Stu with it. Sorrell gets just enough of it to slow her down. Here's Roush with it. She pushes it by Menia, takes it in the corner, and Gillespie breaks that up and kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a Cougar throw-in. Just under 12 minutes to play in the second half. Cougars need to step up this intensity a little bit to see if they can't get that tying marker. Here's Grimshaw with it. Nobody there. Here's the one that's sent back. Sorrell's going to turn around and send her back the other way. Roush heads it over for Hebert. Hebert sends a nice ball in the corner for Southwick. She and Menia fight for it. Gets sent back, and it's going to go out of bounds. And we got a Chief player down. They want to stop the clock. All right, Cougars throw the ball in. Hebert's there, but the Chiefs defend. Goes underneath the foot of Roush. It's out in the center of the field. Honan's going to be the first one to it. She's going to send one into the corner for Bouvier. Bouvier's there. And she's defended by the Chiefs, and it'll be red throw-in. Here's Latemplio, sends one up. Cartier makes a nice play. Grimshaw sends one to the back line, and that one goes off of Bouvier. Not sure I understand the wisdom of pushing the sweeper up, but looking for a little bit of offensive punch, I suppose. Here's Honan in the center with it. She gets it defended nicely. And Revenue's going to hustle back for this one. She still got it. Chips it up for Honan there. There's a nice play by May. And Sorrell can't do anything with it. And except she usually just put one in at a time. Rabideau kicks one and rolls into the middle of the field. Napper sends it up for Thu, and a defender goes down, but the ball gets by Kayla Napper, so no harm, foul there. There's Menia sends one up to the front line. That's dropped off for number 17. Here's a dangerous play. Thu gets overruns the ball. There's a shot by Napper, but it's going to go off the side of the net. And number 17. Cougars put the ball back in play. Boy, just standing. A lot of standing around. Here's a nice defensive play by Grimshaw. There's number 9 is Johnston puts a shot on goal, but Paola is equal to that. Southwick can't control the ball, and it rolls back to Latemplio. Rabideau steps up and once again rolls back, and Paola scoops it up. 7:40 to go in the second half. Once again, Gillespie sends it up, but Thu can't get to it quick enough, and it rolls out of bounds. Here's Roush with it. She sends one for Honan. May and Menia. Wow. And the Cougars get a call against them here. Menia is going to put the ball in play. Southwick steps into it, but didn't get anything out of that. Roush pushes it back for Grimshaw. Grimshaw back up for Roush. Southwick's the first one to it. She kicks it into the back of the chief defender. Here's Latemplio. She sends one over to open wing. Sorrell's the first one there. Gets it up for Hebert. Roush is there. Abby Miller pushes it towards the back line, but Menia is there. Scoots by everybody. Here's Napper. And Cartier steps into it. And that one scoots by. Here's Honan. Honan with an opportunity, and she misses wide of the net. She had to get that shot off quickly with her left foot as May was coming in to defend and look for that open side of the net, but pushed it just a little bit wide. Good opportunity there for the Cougars. Just coming up on the 6-minute mark. And Honan had a golden opportunity there, but was rushed quite some by Morgan May and needed to take that shot off with her left foot and pushed it wide of the net. Any credit to defense on that one. Honan usually doesn't miss too many of those. Here's another opportunity, but she slips down and she's still down on the ground. Here's Rabideau with it. Sends it into the center. Here's Roush. She turns and puts a charge into one. That's going to go off a defender. I believe that's going to be a corner kick, but no. Favaro comes out and scoops it up instead. Honan slow getting up, but has made it back to her feet. And that ball kind of confused Cartier a little bit. Napper was there, and Cartier is going to get called for the push. We're cruising down to the 5-minute mark here, left in the second half. Cougars had a nice opportunity, and had a couple decent opportunities in the last 10 minutes, but failed to be able to get one back. And Menia falls on the kick. Here's Roush with it, sends it up for Southwick. She's not going to be able to get to it before Gillespie is there. Gillespie's going to turn and send it up. It's going to go down the left side for Napper. Napper chases it down. Miller's defending. Napper sends it back. Another nice play, but she put herself offside. And about 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second half here. And that one scoots by everybody and goes out of bounds through the mud puddle. That's a smart idea by the ball boy. Let him play with the dirty ball. Oh, now he's going to have to give it up. Sorrell's going to turn and send this one back up. Everybody's just kind of standing there watching it. Sort of been the story of the second half for the Cougars. A couple of moments of brilliance, but a lot of standing around is what I'm seeing. There's a decent ball. Hebert plays it nicely there, pushes it past Menia, but Gillespie is there to turn it aside. Cougars trying to mount some pressure here. 3 minutes to go. Southwick's going to push it back for Roush. Roush tries to get it past the defender, but it goes out of bounds. Big throw in, and Hebert can't control it, so the Chiefs push it away. Yeah, that's going to get called for the charge, and Sorrell is down. She's not getting up anytime soon. We're going to stop the clock. Okay, that's fine. Well, Michaela can handle herself back there. All right, we're back to action after that stoppage. Sorrell had to be actually off on her own mobility, so that's a good thing. Here's Grimshaw. She waits a little bit too long, gets the ball taken away from her.
2 minutes.
So we got 2 minutes left in the second half here, and here come the Chiefs. McDonough comes back and covers up. Two is there. She gets her foot on the ball. Again, very dangerous into the box. But Grimshaw steps up and clears that out. Hebert trying to be the first one to it. Beats Napper to the ball, but Menia steps up and makes a nice play. Here's Stu again. She's loose. She's going to take a step in and puts it by Paola for an insurance goal. And again, Cougars playing a little flat-footed back on defense and let Ellen Thu loose with the shot. And as we said before the start of the show, she's proven to be a goal scorer and going to be around for a while too for the Chiefs. A minute 28 to play here in the second half, and Chiefs have gone up by a 2-goal margin. Here's Roush. She's going to pound one back to the back line, but Chiefs are there.
Chiefs goal scored by number 1, Ellen Thu. Assisted by number 20, Kayla Napper.
I don't know which one it was. These are my here's the Cougars trying to put some pressure on, but ball squirts out. Here's Miller, sends it into the middle. Bouvier gets shoved off the ball by Menia, and it's pushed over to Kristen Napper. Miller's on her. We're down to 40 seconds to play in the contest. Here's Bouvier. This is Latemplio. The ball's in the soup in the middle of the field. Rabideau turns around and sends it up to the front line. Bouvier's there, but it skips past her. And the Chiefs defend.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, as the horn blows, the Chiefs come away with the away victory and spoil the home opener for the Cougars. After 80 minutes of play here at Northeastern Clinton Central School in this Northern Soccer League debut for both teams. It's the visiting Chiefs of Saranac 4, the hometown Cougars 2. We thank you for watching Hometown Cable.